crypto is definitely one of those spaces where you could go in with $200-300 and you could turn it into millions. I've seen it firsthand. It's definitely rigged, but there's more upside in crypto and meme coins than gambling on a parlay. The upside isn't capped because you can't get banned from trading. You can't get a bad product and like lose 100 G's on trading. I mean, you could make a bad trade, but it's like it comes down to a point where it's you versus the market.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Side Hustle Experiment Podcast. Today we got Zach with us. He's done over $3 or $4 million selling on Amazon and eBay. He's been focusing on meme coins, so him and Drew are probably going to nerd out on that, and I'm going to learn. Thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah, so you were just talking about the crypto stuff before we started this. So explain how'd you get into crypto, and then how's that going?
Totally. So I've been in crypto just like literally dollar cost averaging since 2020, right around COVID, like before ETH and Bitcoin really like blew up. I kind of just saw the opportunity. Didn't know much about crypto, but it just made sense at the time. Like, in my opinion, we're moving away from like this old financial system of using fucking paper money and everything. And like, I just saw I'm in like the internet space already. So crypto just made sense. It's just, in my opinion, and it was totally different 5 years ago. Everyone was shitting on crypto, but, oh, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay. But it just looked good to me. So I got into crypto 2020. Really like I hit it like big with NFTs back in the day. And then kind of like got away from crypto after like NFTs died. And then this time I'd say March 2024, I got back into crypto because everything was like picking up crazy again. And yeah, like meme coins came about, Pump Fund came out, totally just like changed the landscape of just like crypto again. In my opinion, crypto is like definitely one of those like spaces where you could go in with $200-300 and like you could turn it into millions. Like, I've seen it firsthand. And yeah, the biggest thing for me is like it interested me the most. Just the tech, how new it is. And one of the things I like the most about it when I got into it is how much everyone else didn't like it. Because I feel like more often than not, when like everyone is on like the same, like, oh, this is the next thing. This is gonna be like it. When everyone thinks the same thing, that's usually what doesn't happen. And when everyone doesn't think the same thing, that's usually what happens. So it just intrigued me, and yeah, that's
So how's the meme coin stuff went? Have you made a lot of money, or do you do it like so? Explain your thing. Like, how do you trade or whatever?
Yeah, so right now, really, it's just I just have like a private Discord with like literally two of my friends that I met in like 2021. And we mainly do like base coins and like Solana, like not as much. Really focus on like base and AVAX the last like couple months. Just because like Sol is tough with like the 50,000 coins launching a day, and just like we just find like there's more opportunity on base and AVAX. But these are just friends that I found kind of like when I like was in like the Amazon like Discords back in the day. Specifically like Flip is a group I met these like two kids in. We all like, so one of my friends started like probably around 2022. Yeah, 2022 with like $2,000. Literally just like that was like as NFTs were like ending, and like he was just getting into crypto. And oh man, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like basically he's focused on like crypto the whole time, and he's turned that $3,000 into like multiple millions. And it's like it's crazy because just like a couple of years ago, we all literally started with sub $3,000-4,000, just like in business, not in crypto specifically. I haven't hit seven figs in crypto yet, but these like two friends of mine, they're on like 18 hours a day, like dedicated. And we kind of just share info. Um, and it's really just like, in my opinion, there's no edge in crypto. It's like very like it's just you got to just pay attention to pop culture news. Like there's no like, in my opinion, someone could start crypto this week or next week and make as much money as someone that's been doing crypto for years. Um, Granted, like they they kind of just like try to understand the space. I don't think there's like a lot of technical stuff, especially in meme coins. It's really just playing narratives.
Yep, 100%. Well, you ask some questions, John, because I feel like that you'll have a you probably have some good stuff to ask about this since you're like I'm more aware of it, obviously.
Yeah, so when you were doing the NFTs, did you hit it big with any of them, or did you lose a lot of money? Because I knew like NFTs, I think didn't like Flip. I think they had like an NFT chat on the
Yep.
thing, and that was like the hottest thing, sports cards. And then they both like kind of nosedived. Everyone was kind of like, should I resell? Should I do sports cards? Should I do NF? I didn't do any of it. But what was your experience with NFTs? I'm like kind of interested.
Yeah, no, NFTs definitely off the bat. I've definitely had I've been more consistent with the NFTs than the meme coins. Not gonna lie, keeping it 100. Um, I've had like some good meme coin plays this cycle. Nothing like too crazy. Um, Honestly, like it's upsetting because I put a lot of time in, and definitely my friends have made fucking way more than I have. But still doing good with the meme coins. I definitely did better with NFTs. I like ran flip flips like NFT section. I was like one of like the main callers. Did like really well with NFTs. Got in early on like deluxe bears, sup ducks. My biggest NFT flip was I minted a moonbird. At the time, it was like 2.5 ETH. It was like around 7,500, and I sold it the same day or the next day for like it was like a little under 30 G's. And I actually got that recorded. That's like one of my biggest NFT flips. And then this cycle off meme coins, I hit I don't know if you guys know Goon on Polygon. It was like one of the first meme coins. This was probably like 8 months ago. I put like 350 into that. It topped out around like 20 G's, and I pulled it out at like 17. But like that's kind of my best. That's my best meme coin for this cycle. But I literally, one of my friends that I trade with, well, I'm not gonna say his name, but I lent this kid two Sol in March 2024, and now he off that two Sol, he is up over like over seven figures off that two Sol, and he started in March 2024. Didn't know nothing about crypto. He just knew like I was into it, and like didn't have any crypto. He was like, "Bro, can you like spot me two Sol? It like I'll either like send you the money, or if I make like more Sol, I'll send it back to you right away." I was like, "Yeah, bro, say less." And like he went from like me putting him on to meme coins, like he eclipsed me out the water. But like I said, he's dedicated. Like bro is on 18 hours a day, every single day. And it's like it comes back to like all these business models work, whether it's Amazon, crypto, drop shipping, Airbnb, whatever it is. If you're there putting in like 18 hours a day, like it's something's gonna click. Um, so like it is crazy, just the opportunity in crypto. But at the same time, crypto is probably the easiest spot to lose all your money in 5 minutes. Also,
Yeah,
so it goes both ways.
For those who don't know, how much is a soul?
Right now, 140.
45.
Yeah,
Yeah, 143.
142.
Yeah. And that fluctuates a ton. So like Sol peaked at 300 when Trump dropped, and or it went 285, and then it's usually hovering around that 120, 150 range. That's kind of like where it stables at. Yeah, see, I trade only in Sol. I've never traded. I traded base meme coins like 4 years ago, which it was
Word.
just trash. But I only had like $500 and had no clue what I was doing. But now I trade on like the trading platform, and I'm trading Sol. I mean, I've hit some pretty big ones, and I lost probably. I don't even know how much I was down, like 25, 28 grand or something the first 5 months. And the last 3 months, I've made a pretty big chunk of money. Not six figures or anything, but made like 30 grand in April, lost 15, 18 grand in May. And this month, I'm up like 10 or 15. So it's been fun. But the Soul stuff, like you said, it's a way different platform. Like very hectic. You got to be on there all the time. Shit can just go to zero way faster than those other platforms.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the biggest thing with Soul. I mean, all meme coins, they really die out in a couple days unless like they really catch a narrative and stick. But yeah, Soul is ruthless. Like last cycle, it was kind of like ETH coins were like super popular, and they really wouldn't like rug. Well, and by rug I mean like kind of just go to zero super quickly. But like now with Solana, it's some of these coins go from 0 to 10, 20 mil market cap in one day, and then back down to 0, 100K within the same day or the next day. And it's like it's super tough to play them because it's like you almost can't think nowadays. Like you got to just buy or don't buy because the time by the time you're like, all right, let me think about this, it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x in a minute, 5 minutes. Um, it's really it's a crazy space in my opinion. This is kind of where like Gamblefy is going. Like I think people are gonna move away from like sports betting and traditional casinos more when they realize that one there's I wouldn't say there's less downside in meme coins, but I feel like your odds no, I wouldn't say your odds are better in meme coin, but I would say
There's more
it's
skill.
yeah, it's um, like it's definitely rigged, but there's more upside. There's more upside in crypto and meme coins than like gambling on a parlay. I don't know sports at all. Like I don't follow sports whatsoever. But what I from what I understand about like gambling, the house always wins, and the casinos and like these DraftKings, whatever, they're winning 90, 95% of the time. And not to say that you're gonna win 99, 90 or 95% of the times in meme coins, but I feel like if you really sit there and like take your time and like understand the market and try and like understand narratives, I feel like meme coins are kind of safer compared to like traditional gambling. And I think when people realize that, it's gonna like really open up like a ton of new doors to crypto because I still feel like, in my opinion, the use case is like kind of not there yet for crypto, but it's coming. I mean, this last year has been crazy for crypto. I mean, just like with like just like Wall Street entering like the chat now, Bitcoin and ETH are listed on the stock market. The world is like kind of taking everything more seriously. So like just like crypto and meme coins as a whole, I think there's just so much more upside once like more people come in because right now the ecosystem is so tiny, like so tiny.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's
but
got to be some catalyst, I think. I think that's like the big thing is which the president launched a meme coin. So maybe that's the top of everything. But yeah, it's just like when people learn they can trade attention. Because what I always think is in real life, people are always talking about, have you seen this thing? Or oh, I saw that so early. And once they learn that they can kind of bet on seeing some of this stuff really early, maybe that'll bring more people in, which I don't know what the catalyst is going to be. I'm sure you saw TJR. He onboarded like tons of people, but the way it works is like so many people lose all their money that like I don't even tell people to get into it anymore. And when I first started, I told so many people, I'm just like, well, you're going to lose. Like if you're willing to lose 10, 15 grand, then you can make 200, 500 grand, but you have to be willing to lose like a lot of money, maybe even more than that. And then once you make your first 30, you're probably going to lose that too. So it's just a lot of
100%.
mental battle of like, can you stay in there, stay playing at the table and not quit.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, dude. I kind of stopped posting the meme coin stuff because like so many people would like hit me up like, how do I get started? Blah blah blah. Like, I gotta get a Phantom wallet. And I was telling people for a while too, and then like after a while, like I just realized like that like a decent amount of people were like, bro, I bought this coin and went to zero, and I'm like, bro, like that's what this is. Like this is yeah, it's ruthless out there. So I just stopped like uh really like promoting like especially like the Solana like meme coin stuff because that stuff is evil. Now like anyone like the majority of the people that hit me up about crypto now, I'm just like just dollar cost average like Bitcoin or
Yeah.
Ether, you're just gonna lose your money. It's not worth it unless like you're like super like interested in like learning just like the skill of like meme coins. Because in my opinion, like call it what you want, but like I think this like learning meme coins, learning how to trade, just like learning how to understand like sentiment and narratives, pop culture. I think that's like a crazy skill, um, in my opinion. But like if you're not interested in that stuff, then like don't just like chase the money. Never just chase the money to chase the money. Um, in my opinion, I've always like tried to get into stuff that like I'm actually interested. Like when I started selling online, like I was actually interested in selling online. I wasn't just trying to make money. And like same thing when like I got into stocks and like crypto. Like obviously wanted to make money, but I was also like actually interested in like just like how like macro and like just like news plays into like everything, and like I was just super interested in the news aspect, so I wanted to get more into like just like markets. But
Uh,
yeah, if you're trying to get into meme coins right now, unless you want to be super dedicated into it, in my opinion, just dollar cost average Bitcoin and ETH because um yeah, I think crypto and AI have like the most upside in the next 5, 10 years. No question. But who knows?
yeah. What else you got, John?
Yeah, so that's interesting that you say crypto and AI. And what's kind of we'll come back to this, but like, what are your kind of thoughts on Amazon? Because
Yeah,
obviously it's changed a lot since we all started, and kind of what's your take on it?
definitely.
Real quick, if you've been thinking about hiring a virtual assistant but don't know where to start, VA Fastlane makes the process dead simple. They just don't throw you a random VA. They actually line up 4 highly qualified candidates based on the skill level you need. Whether it's online arbitrage, wholesale, or whatever business model you're running, they got you covered. Then you interview the ones you like and pick the best fit. No guessing, no generic VAs who don't even know anything about Amazon. And it works whether you're just starting out or running a full blown operation. They offer both part time, 20 hours a week, and full time, 40 hours a week.
Plus, they've already placed over 140 VAs for Amazon sellers, and they offer free unlimited replacements. So if someone isn't the right fit down the line, you're covered. It's run by Carter Maxwell. You've heard of him on the show, and he's built a team so dialed in, he only spends 4 to 5 hours a week on his own Amazon business. So if you're ready to scale with a VA who's trained, proven, and backed by a solid system, book a free call at the link below and talk to Carter. And make sure to ask about the special offer for the Side Hustle Experiment listeners.
Definitely isn't what it used to be. Not even close. But in my opinion, I mean, just because it's kind of what I did first, I still think it's like the best beginner business model. Like how I got started specifically, dropped out of college, got into Gary V content, had no money, started flipping stuff from garage sales, built up some capital, started doing OA. So like in my opinion, that's still like the best route for people to get started. No, I mean even like how I like advertise like Amazon now. I'm like, yeah, get into Amazon, but like it's a good side hustle. I like wouldn't make it your full like, oh, I got to quit my job. I got to start scaling an Amazon store. I got to go into wholesale. I got to open up a warehouse. In my opinion, I don't know. There's just so much more risk. Like as the years go on, it just gets riskier and riskier. But at the same time, I still think there's a ton of opportunities to this day. Still like definitely much harder than when we all got into it. Um, but Yeah, I still think it's a great side hustle for sure.
I like that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
I was gonna say a lot of people. I would highly agree with you. Like when I first started, it was like this is an actual business. Like I quit my 9 to 5 and had a book business. Today, like with the environment, I would never have quit my job. I'd be like, this shit is way too risky. Like I'm just gonna keep it small, making little money. I think it's hard for a lot of people too because I mean you see it too. It's like their advertisers go, oh, like I heard someone the other day. They're like, arbitrage is alive and well. Like everything is great. And it's like according to what? Like it's like, but everyone's like, oh, okay, like it's totally fine. So I think a lot of people like, there's just so many different options. Like I'm really big into the influencer program right now, and,
Fire.
and that's what I'm doing. And it's just like when you hear some of this stuff, you're like, guys, like writing's on the wall. And I think you could see it like. You probably see it in the space too. Like all these people are like combining now, like all these different discords and software, because there's just not a big market, so they have to go together now and kind of combine audiences, and you just see it more and more, and it's wild to see.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And yeah, dude, I saw you were doing you were posting a little bit about the Amazon influencer program. Joe, you guys know Joe P?
Yeah.
He put me onto that probably like little over a year ago. I think that is like another great like side hustle for like any and everyone to start. Like I started last year and I'm already like I got 1,300 videos up, I think. And like I'm making like pretty good coin, getting fucking 20, 30 free products a week of like 80% of it is garbage, but like 20% here and there. It's like some stuff that like I could actually use. It's good stuff. Half the stuff I resell, 20% of the stuff I resell on eBay. I think that is like probably, I think content is just like the best side hustle for like anyone and everyone to start right now. Just like I don't do the TikTok shop stuff. I've just been slacking getting into that. I got a couple homies that like crush with that, but from what I understand, like definitely way more work than the Amazon influencer program. You got to know how to make content. You got to be a little bit more savvy. But like the Amazon influencer thing, that is like the easiest side hustle, not the easiest, but like the lowest barrier to entry side hustle. Like I'd recommend if people are trying to get started, what I would do if I had to start over, start going to garage sales, start the Amazon influencer program, and then like parlay it into like doing garage sales and like doing a little bit of OA and just trying to grow everything and like find like your next play from that. But
How much money do you make per video? Like, do you know what the dollars are? We have people on about this all the time. I'm always curious, like, what the dollar per video is.
so it's kind of like it's like commission based per
Yeah.
video. Yeah, so I'm really only making like 2 to like 2,200 a month off it, and I'd say 80% of the videos I don't even get commissions from. It's like,
You make like $2,000 to $2,200
yeah,
off
yep,
1,300 videos.
yep, yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably the best we've heard, huh?
Yeah,
And
that's really good.
that's including like the creator connections and like Billio. So like I
Oh,
do
okay.
Amazon influencer and Billio, but yeah, it's just
How much
about
you
like
making on Billio?
only like 100 to 300 a month off it realistically.
So
It's hard
you're
to.
really crushing that influencer program that like with the videos that you have for
Yeah,
sure.
so what helped me the most was like reposting the videos on Canada and UK. I don't know if you do that, but yeah, bro. So you could actually repost like any videos you make on Amazon.com. You could repost those to UK and Canada. So like you could double and triple dip commissions. So it's like I'm getting like a few like anywhere from I'd say 500 to $1,000 a month from like just Amazon.com, and then
Okay.
like another like 100, 200, 300 from like Canada, another 100, 200, 300 from UK, and it's the same videos that I made for US. You're allowed to re-upload them. It's like in the TOS. It's like not against TOS. I just have a virtual assistant. Basically every day they just check the Amazon.com page. Anytime there's a new video, they download it, re-upload it to UK and Canada, and then I just started doing the creator connections thing 2 months ago,
Nice.
and that's definitely like helping out a ton too. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, I do a ton of creator connections. Like I've probably done maybe like 100-ish videos this month just with
Oh,
that.
okay,
And
sweet.
really heavy like reselling it on Facebook Marketplace. eBay is like kind of annoying because it's just like I don't feel like going to the post office a lot of the time. Like it's just kind of out of the way. But like Facebook Marketplace has been good. It's kind of like a trade-off to me. It's like, well, you're getting cash. There's no returns. So there's something to be said for that instead of getting like an extra $20 on eBay to have to like ship it and maybe like, you know, get it returned or just have to deal with bullshit. Some of the creator connection stuff is like, I don't know. You've probably gotten some of the stuff. It's like it's all right. Like you do the video once, so you don't know like if it's gonna last a year, 6 months, like whatever. Like I've definitely gotten shit and like I'm not making a video about this. Like this thing doesn't even work. Or they'll be like complaining. I'm like, why didn't you? Like I'm arguing with this person right now. They did a brand deal. And they're like, we'll give you $50 to do like this translation app. I'm like, all right, fine. Like I'll do an unboxing, whatever. And then they're just like, well, you have to download our app because we want to see in the video the app being used. I'm like, all right, what's the app? And then like you go to download the app, it's on some website, it's all in like Chinese. I'm like, I'm not downloading this shit on my phone. Like, there's just no way in hell. And we're like in this big argument, but it's just like really funny. There's like some stuff where you're just like, oh, what a great idea. Other stuff, you're like, this is terrible. Like, why would they even make this?
Yeah, no, I do get a lot of booth products that are just like, damn, it's like who it's a lot of them I feel like are just like like mass like Chinese private label sellers that have like thousands of products and like they'll just make whatever. Um but yeah, no. I see I want to get your opinion on it. I mean, you kind of just explained yourself, but yeah, so like a lot of people I tell about like the influencer program, they're like, so like you make the reviews on like the products even if like you didn't like use them or whatever or like and I'm like, yeah, like sometimes like in my opinion like I'm getting paid for an advertisement. Like
Yeah.
I relate it to like LeBron James isn't drinking Sprite, but like he's doing a Sprite commercial and making however like much money, and like people think he loves Sprite or like whatever the case. So like in my opinion, I just look at it as like I'm getting paid for an advertisement. So like it is what it is. But I've had people be like, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, like teach their own. But like, what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
So for me, I look at it a couple different ways. So for me, one, I look at it as the customer, I don't think really cares. Because, like, if you look at, like, a lot of these, like, private label things, like, none of them have, like, brand names. It's all, like, the same keywords. Like, half the shit is, like, missing on the listing. So, like, as a customer, it's like, all right, this is what the phone looks like. This is how. So, like, when you could see that, because, like, they don't have boxes. Half the time, you don't even have an image of the product. So, I think the customer is like, all right, like this is about like the size of my hand. This is how big it is when you could do stuff like that. I think that's like super helpful. Or like a lot of the supplements, it's like, ooh, like how many like it doesn't even say how many come in the thing. So like to know that there's like 180 capsules and stuff like that. I don't think it's like super disingenuous. I feel like I don't know, a lot of stuff I get is like pretty high quality, I think. And it's like I would definitely use this. Like I've gotten like a lot of like keyboard mouse setups. It's like I already have a keyboard mouse setup. Like I don't need another one. But like I hook it up, I was like, damn, like I would definitely use this if I had to. So I think that's like one aspect of it. The second aspect of it, I think to a certain extent, like everyone is just kind of like they just want to see it. Like I don't think they really care. Like I kind of have a thing for me. It's like I'm not putting anything on my face. I'm not really taking any supplements. Like I'm not tasting any food. because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to know, and I feel like they could read the directions if they're buying a certain supplement. Like that's not on me, but I'll show them like what it looks like, how many are in there, stuff like that. So that's kind of how like I look at it. And then like I didn't even really know about kind of like these videos until I started doing the program, and then like I hear like my parents, they're always like, "Oh yeah, I watched the videos. Like they're super helpful." Like, "Oh, I saw this," and I was like, "Oh, that looks too small." Like stuff like that. So I do think it's like helpful, and I don't know. I That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, no. Are you doing TikTok shop too or no?
I started doing TikTok shop, and I got like my first sale, and then I was just like, "This is great." And then it was like, I think the ban happened like a week later, and I was like shocked they actually like took it down. And then when it kind of started back up, I just never really got back into it. I just kind of like tripled down on the influencer program, starting to do like more UGC type of stuff. Like I'm gonna get into Billo and that kind of stuff. I just see that as like a bigger opportunity. Like you said, TikTok shop, it's like at this point you really have to know what you're doing and like make some good videos. And for me, like this might sound bad, but it's like I don't feel like just being like corny. It's just like to get like I don't know, maybe a viral video or something. And like I don't know, that's just kind of not what I want to be doing. I'd rather like make a corny video and let some company put it on their website and get paid up front no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done it yet. Really at all, but I'm like interested in it cuz like I do see I mean, in my opinion, from what I see, it's definitely harder, but it seems like there's more opportunity to like really scale TikTok if you get it down compared to the influencer program. But I mean, they go hand in hand. I
That's
think
the
they're both
biggest,
good.
yeah, I think that's the biggest misnomer about the influencer program. And we're going to start to see that. Like a lot of the advertising around it, it's like, oh, you just make 30 to 60-second videos and then you're going to be like a gazillionaire. But like, like, you're going to have to make, like, decent money, like at least 1,000, 1,500 videos to really start to like see the uptake. And like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, low key.
It's skill based though, so I feel like it's just so much different than that other stuff. Like if you the TikTok shop stuff, you have like any I don't know, if you understand how like psychology and like that type of stuff works, I think that you could be pretty good at it. Like I don't think you'd have to make 1,000 technically, but all if you don't know that stuff, I mean, you could be doing that shit for a year and not get results. So I don't know. It's like, do you want to learn the new skill of doing it? Me and John were gonna do it, and we were like, no, it's not worth it to learn it, just because I had seen people's results dropping like a lot, and I'm like, I don't know if it's really, maybe we're a bit late to this thing, which is probably not true. Probably could still make it work. And then what he said, making corny videos, yeah, I couldn't bring myself to do that shit either. It's like I'm not gonna be a monkey in front of the camera for like 4 grand a month. It's like I don't know, man. It's not the way I'm gonna do that. There's easier ways to make money than that.
Yeah, and I think we
Respect.
get smarter as we do this podcast. We've done like 100 episodes now over that, and it's like you start to see these
Fire.
models and these patterns, and I don't know. I guess I'm just like older and like have been through many different business models. And like when they wheel out that one person who made like 50 grand on one video, we're like, yeah, that's the one person. Like I get it. Like I've seen this in the Amazon space. I've seen this like in all these different spaces, and like half of those people aren't even in business anymore. So I'm like, okay, got it. Like yeah, and then you're like, you go to that person's profile, like, wait a second, there's like 3,000 videos here. Like, it's just funny, and you start to catch on to that stuff, and then it's like, you look at it, it's like, all right, like, I'm going to spend all this time learning this to, like, maybe hit it big. Like, I don't know.
That's been the
Opportunity
biggest
cost.
takeaway. What is it?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, opportunity cost.
Yeah. It's easy though to like just get suckered into stuff. Not suckered in, that's not the right word, but I don't know, just like, oh, this is gonna make me rich. And it's like none of this stuff is gonna like make you rich just because you try it. All of it's exactly the same. Like you said before, everything works. You just gotta take a really long time and get good at it. That's
Yeah.
been definitely the biggest takeaway from the podcast. I'm sure all of us have this entrepreneur stuff. Like I want to try new stuff. I want to make new streams of income or whatever. But it's like it really doesn't work like that at all.
No.
Can't
Yeah,
just jump around.
but like yeah, like when you're scrolling, it's just like, oh damn, like TikTok shop, bro's fucking cooking. That's so easy. And then it's like, oh wait a minute. Once you start, it's like, oh, you actually got to put an effort into this, like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull out your phone, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna make this video. It's like, oh shit, like I need to do like 20 shots. I gotta go in the kitchen. I gotta sit on the. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna take so much longer than I thought. And yeah, I think that's like kind of what we're seeing a lot. Like I used to be like, oh man, info is like, it still is like the best space. I feel like for this stuff, but I think there's like a lot of the Amazon people are like trying to push like influencer now because like people just aren't interested in FBA anymore, and they're just being really freaking sloppy about it. I feel like these guys have no idea what they're doing. Like you come across because like with the influencer program, it's like very easy to see someone's storefront. It's not like you have to know where they live. Like, you just literally just type in probably
Yeah.
their Instagram, their name, Amazon influencer, and their store will pop up, and you can see exactly what they're doing. And this one group of people just launched like I don't even know what they launched, but like all FBA people, all of course, all these people are so bullish on FBA, and don't listen to all this other stuff. And now that their money is kind of drying up, they're like, oh, we should get together and do a course. So there's like three of them or whatever, and like I don't even know if the three of them together have like 1,500 videos. And like you look
Yeah.
at their videos and you're like, all right, that's like a violation of the terms. Like this one person has like three, like this microphone. He did three videos like in a row claiming it's like a different microphone. I'm just like, bro,
Evil.
like, are you serious with like? And I was like, this. I was first. I'm like, oh man, I guess like I'm not worried about this because all these people are gonna get suspended. Like I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it. And it's just like stuff like that. I think you're just seeing that more and more in this space, and it's like, oh, like it's going to be saturated. I feel like that's the same for everything, but I think for the influencer program, there's just so many more products. Like they launch in Creator Collections. What do they launch? Like another 5,000 campaigns like every morning. Like it's just never going to run out for stuff like that. I think a lot of people are going to start the influencer program, be like, they're going to make 100 videos, and then they're going to be like, shit, like I'm only making like $5, $10. Like this isn't worth it. Like on to the next side hustle kind of thing. So I think we'll see a lot of that, and it'll eventually like flatten out. But it should be real interesting. I think a lot of people are really going that route now and trying to push these courses. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, I think that once you have a guy that comes along that's like a probably like a Miles, that onboarded like a lot of people. I don't think there's one like that for the influence program, right? Like, is there any influencer that is even big at all?
There are a couple moms for sure on Instagram
Oh
that I
yeah,
see, like
I was about to say,
really big.
I only know like two, three moms that seem like they brought a lot of people in, but like, yeah, no one. I
Cajun
don't.
Ventures probably brought a ton of people in.
Yeah, I know her.
For sure. I've heard a lot of people got started with her course. Um, her and there's this other person, I forgot their last name. I think her name's like Ellie. She has like 100K followers. Like she's always like pushing like, it's good story. Let's just say she has a very good story for like the demographic she's going after. Kind of like, oh, I couldn't afford like lunch and now I can. Cause like kind of like a little over dramatic, but like all that stuff like crushes. So I would say they're probably like the moms probably are more big, I guess. I don't think the Amazon FBA like kind of people who are like kind of shifting over are really gonna make it because they just don't know what they're talking about. Like it's like two of them, and they partner with like some shitty software provider in the space, and like that's like kind of what they cobbled together. Um, and like on the sales page, it was just like, yeah, we're not gonna teach you how to get approved, like because like that's easy. Like we're just gonna show you like how to make the videos. I'm like, get approved is the hardest part, dog. Like, how could you miss that?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I know. Are you do the Amazon influencer thing, Drew, or no?
I made one video and I go, no fucking way.
Respect.
Dude, I've literally made like $12,000 in less than an hour on one meme coin. It made when I was recording, I did this little like protein shaker thing, and I told John, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking put some effort into this. I do one video and I message, I go, not happening, man.
No
I'm gonna
way.
have to. It takes so much time, bro. Like I can't even imagine how many hours that like of your life that would take to do it. And my thing is like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think that it will come to a halt eventually because the math just like doesn't make sense long term. But it's not like that now. But I just think things could happen that would shift it, and I would feel bad like if I put a bunch of time into it. But John's already established, like you've already got a bunch of videos. It's like you're kind of already in there, so it doesn't even matter. But for me right now, especially seeing all these people on the podcast talk about it, I haven't had anybody articulate how it's going to be like this long term huge deal. Like I don't think I'm like sold on it like that. But if you have no money, I don't know if there's a better thing to do. It's probably the best thing out there because you literally need nothing. You're just recording shit. You ain't got to be entertaining. You don't have to know how to edit. You just literally record videos and talk. I don't know how anything could be easier.
Plus, like, no matter how poor you are, there's at least 100 things in your house.
You can go
Like,
somewhere.
even if you're doing like the salt, the pepper, the ketchup,
Yep.
like that's not going to bring you in big commissions, but it'll get you started to start getting like maybe not brand deals on 100 videos, but at least to get like creator connections going. Like there's so many brands in there that are just willing to send stuff. They don't care like if you have any followers, right? So like you could probably, if you're poor, you could probably furnish your house and get all this great stuff and make money on it.
If you were homeless, you could just break into somebody's house, review everything in their house, and then you get commissions, then you get your own house, and then it compounds from there. How do homeless people make money? Amazon influencer program. That's a great start.
100%.
Bro, yeah, for real. Like when I'm out sometimes, I'll be in like a bathroom at a restaurant, I'll see something, I'm like, yo, I'm reviewing that. Like I've gotten like a decent amount of commissions for the Dyson Airblade, the commercial one. I've reviewed that. Get like $50 in commission every sale on that one. And it's like, that's free. And like, that's how it kind of started for me. I was like, all right, like, even if I can make $100, $200 a month off this, $1,000 or $2,000 a year off this, like, that's kind of worth it to me. That's like free couple dinners or like whatever. And then like, it kind of just like kept compounding. Honestly, it's like definitely like doing I mean, I don't know, I didn't really have any expectations for it, but I mean, it's definitely like it's nice to have like pay rent and a little bit of food, like, and like not even have to think about anything, because like this is like very once you do the 30-second video, it's up there forever. It's like very like there's like I would say like low effort kind of compared to like everything else. Like this is like, if you can't do this.
If you could just take 2 seconds and subscribe to this YouTube channel, we would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers by the end of the year, and the more subscribers we have, the better guests we can get for you. So you literally just take 2 seconds right now, hit subscribe. It will also let you know when new episodes go live and everything we're up to. Thank you so much.
Like kick rocks, like good luck.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
have you seen Whatnot?
Oh, what happened?
Have you ever seen Whatnot?
Yeah, bro. I heard about it. I know the one kid is like crushing on it. I think his name is Levi. Yeah,
we had him on here.
So I mean, I just saw a couple posts. I don't really know too much about it. I know like it came out. I know it was like popping off for like the card breaks and everything. Is he selling like OA stuff, like, or wholesale stuff, or like is he doing cards? What's he doing?
Pallets of electronics.
Interesting. Okay, wow. Super interesting. Yeah.
I've been doing it, but the problem is you just need to find a way to get inventory. Like I haven't done a show in like a week because I'm like, I don't know what I need to do next. I did like sunglasses last time and it went all right. John was there and watched the whole thing. Like I think I made money, but also John bought some sunglasses, so it might have just been, he might be the only reason I
was the biggest sunglass buyer on the stream.
But we 5 people bought stuff. You were the 3rd buyer, so 2 poor people spent more money than you. So maybe it was profitable overall. I think it's just one of those long-term things because I had like 7, 8 viewers in there. But if you get up to 100, 200 viewers, you can make a ton of money. But it's like everything. You got to do it a long time, build an audience, that type of thing.
Super interesting. Electronics. Interesting.
Yeah, but you can do whatever. You can do car brakes. You can do shoes. Like there are people selling literally everything, like candy, whatever you want.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I know like Gary Vee preaches the live shopping stuff. I know it's like gigantic in China.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like it's kind of like only for certain items, but clearly not. I assumed Whatnot was just like sports cards, sneakers, clothing, but yeah, I guess if you get this stuff cheap enough, you could sell anything anywhere.
Yeah,
But
that's the key. Can you get stuff cheap enough to where if you're averaging $5 a sale, which is, I mean, that means you got to get it pretty damn cheap, but you're still going to make a lot of money because you can sell everything in like 5 seconds. So
yeah,
it's really fast. And yeah, like you said, China, I just talked to someone who said it was massive in China. Like that's been big there for a while. It just hasn't hit the US like that yet, which we have QVC, but it's different than, an app on your phone that anyone can sell on. So I don't know. I'm going to try to keep doing it in the future. That's kind of what I'm most long term, not even long term, but next few years. I think if you build an audience there, you could start making a lot of money, but we'll see how it goes. What other kind of stuff are you into besides Amazon, crypto, influencer?
yeah,
You've
bro.
kind of covered everything here, but is there anything
How
else?
do you do all of it? Do you just like spend a day on each, or like how do you have a team?
And do you think you'd be better off if you stuck to one? Another part of that question.
No question. 100% would be way better off financially if I stuck to one thing a few years ago. Um, but like the reason I got into all this is because I didn't know what I wanted to do a couple years ago. I still don't know what I want to do, and I just like one of my favorite things about like doing my own thing is that like I don't have to do the same thing every single day. Like granted, yes, like if I just stuck with Amazon the last 4 years and only focused on like growing Amazon, only focused on like info product and like just like the whole like route, definitely could have made out probably better financially, but I wouldn't have like changed a thing cuz like in my opinion, like I've learned like so many different skills from like Amazon to like coaching to like learning markets to just everything. And like I've had so much fun doing it. Like that's another thing. I got into this to like have fun. Like I didn't want to be miserable like just like doing something cuz I had to do it to make money. Like everything I try to do, I do cuz I'm genuinely interested in whatever it is and I think like I could either learn something, make some money, or meet some people, or all three. That's like another big thing that I like about like doing a bunch of different stuff. Like I have so many like different like groups of friends from like crypto to Amazon to real estate to stocks to just like other businesses to just like normal people and like it's like one of my favorite things about all this is like meeting people like you guys, like with people like just on the same like wavelength. Just because like yeah, I feel like definitely like nowadays, like especially like with everything we see on like Insta and everything with like all these 15-year-olds making 700K a month and everything, like everybody gets so caught up in like, all right, I need to maximize like how I could maximize my income to get to the next level and like I feel like yeah, like I'm trying to like I'm trying to become a multimillionaire, but at the same time I'm trying to enjoy my 20s. I'm trying to like have fun. Like I uh I don't I don't like get like I have like some friends that like they eat, sleep, and breathe their business. They're just trying to scale, 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 and like I respect that, but it's like I don't know. I like chilling a lot, so I try to balance everything. Um,
And what John asked about the how do you balance like doing these different models? Do you do like, weeks at a time doing one, or is it like every day you're trying to do everything?
yeah, good question. So like I mean, for the most part, I have virtual assistants. So like for Amazon, for example, nowadays it's like I'm buying like a lot of like the same inventory. I don't do much sourcing nowadays. So like if I'm buying Amazon inventory, kind of know what I'm buying, and then like the VA just helps with like dealing with the prep center, dealing like with the Amazon account, just making sure like everything is like going smooth. So like in my opinion, once you learn Amazon, it really doesn't take a lot of time to run. Same thing with the Amazon influencer program. I get 5 products, I make the 5 videos, and like I'm done for the day. I'd say like the most time consuming thing is just like sitting on the charts because like you kind of just have to be there. Um, but yeah, for the most part, anything I do nowadays, it's like kind of like either outsourced or like for and like the Amazon coaching stuff. I don't get a lot of clients, so it's like not a lot of work. And like I would just say everything I do doesn't require like a ton of time like it used to. Granted, like everything in the beginning, I had to put a shit ton of upfront work. But now I got like stuff definitely way more automated.
Do you enjoy sitting in the crypto charts all day and just like sitting?
So, I mean, I don't mind it because like I'm kind of I'd say like 80% of the time I'm like on with like my two boys and we're kind of just kicking it. So it's kind of like I'm just like chilling here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean sometimes it's like all right, I got to go for a walk and it's like I mean I could do whatever I want, so I'll just leave and then come back in an hour and a half and like I don't mind it. Um but I mean, granted, I don't sit on the computer for 18 hours a day like some my boys. I am definitely I don't have that attention span, but I'll sit on for like 2, 3, 4 hours and then bounce to something else.
Yeah.
Um,
I was, dude, when I started like as soon as Trump got elected, that was like as soon as I was like, I'm gonna just try the crypto stuff. I was waking up at like 7:30, and I would trade until 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Like I don't know, that's close to 18 hours straight, like 16 hours at the computer all day. And then eventually I'm like, this is like massively deteriorating my health and my relationships and things like that. And then I'm like, what would happen is I would make a bunch of money in the morning and lose it all by the end of the night. So I'm like, I've got this all wrong anyway. So now I get off every day like 11 or 12. And if I haven't made any money at all, I've kind of stayed stable, I'll get back on. Like after this, I'll get back on and trade for like 3 or 4 hours. See if I can make 1,000, 2,000 bucks, stable the money. And then, all right, I've made that for the day. Let's try it again tomorrow. Instead of being there 18 hours trying to find the next 100x and 500x and stuff. It's just, I don't know if it's worth it at this point. But when there was more people, I think there's a time for that. Like when all of the onboarding's happening, it's like it's worth it to be on there that many hours because you can actually make $1 million like on accident if you play things right.
yeah, yeah, no, it's just yeah, it's crazy the upside to turn a couple $100 into millions in crypto, and it's like yeah, it's so many people say everything, but like I always see like so many people on Instagram like, oh, blah blah blah, don't get into crypto or stocks unless you have 100K liquid, blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, they're right, but at the same time, like you could throw $200 in a meme coin and literally make seven figures in like 24 hours. So it's like, it's yeah,
Yeah, I think the stock thing's more so like you're not going to turn like a 5x on stocks. I mean,
yeah,
some stocks you could, but you're not going to pick the right ones.
It's also funny when you say that too, because you have these people that are like, don't get like, unless you have 100K. But it almost would seem like they'd be cool if you bet on a game. $50, and it's like, well, what's the difference if you put the $50 in this meme coin? You're gonna lose $50 either way, or make money, or whatever. Like you bet on the Pacers game. I don't gamble, so I don't really know. But like that guy like busted his Achilles. Like,
Yeah,
like you're done. Like, oh, you did all your homework, and the guy gets hurt, and like they lose. At least with a
exactly.
meme coin, I guess you have a chance of like Elon like retweeting or doing whatever the hell he does. So I think that's always funny. Like, oh, make sure you have this, or make sure you have that, or I guess it goes the opposite way too, where people are like, yeah, you can start an Amazon business with $5. It's like, yeah, I guess, but like not really, like kind of thing.
Yeah, I had another thought on the stuff. What were you just talking about before then? I don't
Crypto.
know. John, you got any questions? Let me think about this. I lost my train of thought, but
Yeah, what do you think? Like, kind of your future is? Like, do you think you want to do more crypto? Do you want to do more Amazon? Like, what do you want to do?
good question. Yeah, bro, that's like something like the last since like really since I got into like all this, it's always been like all right, I'm trying to like really find out what I'm like super passionate about. Like got into ecom just cuz like kind of like needed to make money and it was like the first thing that clicked. And then like over the last couple years definitely have found out I've been like the most interested in crypto, but it's kind of my least consistent business model. So I've had to like stay focused on other business models. to stay afloat while I try and make crypto like a consistent like business model to where it's like I don't want to have to like I don't want to have to like stress about like, all right, I have to make money in like crypto or trading, because I think that's like when trading gets like super emotional, like when you have to like make money trading. So like I'm not at that point where like I can like only trade. But I think that's like what I'm like most passionate about after like these last couple of years. But shit's tough.
Yeah.
Like trading is just tough. Right when you think like you got it down, you're not even fucking close. And I've been doing it for a minute. It's just like it's super. There's like so many facets to it. It's like so much more than just charts.
Yeah. I remember what I was going to say. I was just talking to somebody who he's made over 2 mil trading meme coins on Solana. And he's taken a break the last few months because the market's been slower. And he just got on a call with me the other day and was like, racking my brain about business model stuff. Because we've obviously talked to a bunch of people. I've tried basically every business model there is. And he was just giving me all these ideas on like what he likes and all this. And I'm just like, dude, I think the reality is crypto's the best thing for you to do. Like if you understand it, I don't know if there's any other thing in the world that you can just wake up in the morning and make $1,000, $2,000 like really fast with not that much risk and then just get off. Like, and that's 30 to 60 grand a month. Like, are you familiar with Cupsy, the trader?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he made like $25 million in the last year. And I watched an interview with him and they're like, why do you stay on every day? He does 16 to 18 hours a day, every single day for like a year straight. Has not missed a day. And he's like, well, even if Sol's low, the market's dead, I can still make $1,000. And that's 30 grand a month. And that's like not a lot compared to my 25 mil. But how many people in the whole United States make 30 grand a month? Like we have this opportunity to make this much money. So I told him like, yeah, that's how I see it. It's like, I find myself, it's so difficult for me to do anything because I'm like, this has got to be the best opportunity in the world right now. And it will not last forever. Like it will die eventually. So, and it'll just change or whatever. But do you agree with that? Or do you think that there's something out there that's like better than this?
No.
Maybe you could do with which it seems like you do believe that since you're, doing it. But yeah, what do you think about that?
No, I agree with like literally every single word. Every single word, like couldn't agree more. I think just trading in general, like once you could get it down, like and like really like whether it's meme coins or futures or stocks, whatever it is, like if you could just find your edge, because like all these guys have an edge, whether it's in like TJR with like I mean he did crypto too, but he mainly like streams like futures and stuff. Yep. But like Cupsy meme coins, like if you could just find your edge with trading, there's like the upside isn't capped because like you can't get banned from trading. You can't get a bad product and like lose 100 G's on trading. I mean, you could make a bad trade, but it's like it comes down to a point where it's like it's you versus the market, and it's like I've been banned on eBay, Amazon, TikTok, Walmart, and it's like that's like another reason that like I'm like really trying to go like full-time like trading, just because like you can't get banned. It's just it's you versus the market. And I think like just like along with like the money that could come with it, I think trading is like one of the best skills that anyone can learn. Just like learning how to trade, two, like learning how to like manage emotions, three, I think definitely out of anything I've done, trading is the hardest. Out of like Amazon, just anything I've done the last couple of years, trading is hands down the hardest thing. And it's like definitely it's kind of like the most rewarding too, because it's like when you feel like you're like progressing, like it really feels it feels like a like good like I didn't like it feels better progressing in trading than it does progressing in like learning how to do Amazon or like just like learning how to scale my Amazon business. I feel like I'm learning more with trading for sure, but granted I've learned like so much with Amazon.
I got one final question. We're approaching an hour. What microphone do you use there? Does he sound really good to you,
He
John?
does.
If
It's
you're a listener, if you got this far in, to let us know who sounds the best, me, John, or Zach.
it's the Shure MV7. Sure, let me see.
Is it expensive?
It's like it's the cheap version of the expensive Shure. Like
Okay.
the expensive Shure it's looking like it's 400. This one you could get on Amazon for like 200. I think that's what I paid, 200.
He sounds better than me, John.
Yeah, for sure. We might
Yeah.
have to get these.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We were just thinking about microphone. We were just had this conversation. I saw this mic now that I'm thinking about it, but it was like 5x the cost of what we have now, which I don't think we sound terrible now, but something's wrong to where if you play this podcast on the TV, like you can listen to your episode back and
Okay.
you'll notice like it's really quiet, which if you're quiet, that means that we have a problem just on our end uploading or whatever. But if you're way louder than us, then it's an us problem. We'll see once the episode comes out, but I just noticed it on here that you were probably the smoothest mic we've had on here besides that Grant Owen guy.
Yeah.
And he had like
Yeah,
a professional mic.
it's the MV7X.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, and I don't even have it has like I forget what it's called, maybe XLR
Yeah.
is like the plugin. I just use the micro USB and it sounds good, but supposedly like if you get like the XLR like thing, it's like a little adapter, I'm pretty sure. So it sounds like really, really good. But I just used the fucking what it came with.
Okay. Well, that gives us an idea, John. Do you have anything else?
Do you have any parting words for the people?
Let's see. No. Other than like, if you're watching this and like you're on the fence about like whatever it is, just starting something. Like what I was saying in the beginning, like Airbnb, Turo, Amazon FBA, trading, crypto. It's like all of this stuff works. All these people that you guys watch, like, I mean, granted, nowadays 50% might be fraud, but 50% like definitely like made it work. And it's like, bro, I came from nothing when I started this. I didn't know nothing about anything. I dropped out of college. I almost failed out of high school. I had no like real world skills. And like I made it work and like definitely met like the coolest people like imaginable like doing this stuff. And like anyone could do this. Anyone, any age, any gender, anybody could do anything. You just gotta like start and stick with it. But that's like I needed that a couple years ago.
Do you have anything to plug?
Nah, just just Zach Sedano on like Insta, YouTube. You want to follow me? You got any questions? Hit me up. If you want to get into meme coins,
Hit me up.
yeah. But yeah, man. No, this is fun. This is fun.
Awesome. Well,
All right,
everybody
guys.
like, subscribe. I was gonna say it, John. You can say it.
Go follow Zach, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
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 If you enjoyed that video and want to learn more about the Amazon Influencer Program, we did an episode with Kyle and James, which will be linked right over here or right over there. So if you want to learn how to do the Influencer Program, we did about an hour episode, exactly what you need to do, how to get started. Enjoy the episode, like this one, and go watch that one and get after it.